Hi, we want to talk about the AR hiring machine, the new generation of the AI model that companies use for hire people and analyze their resume. Imagine you are a hiring manager. This morning you have 500 application for one open role. Just for one open role you have lots of applicants. You can't possibly read them all. What if I told you there is a machine that could do it for you? A machine that could scan every resume, test every candidate, and pick the top 10 all before your first coffee. It promised to be faster, cheaper, and completely unbiased. It sounds like a savior. It's right? What do you think? Now imagine you are a brilliant candidate. You've spent years building unique skills. You apply for your dream job, and in just 8 seconds you get an automated rejection email. No explanation about why. No human ever saw your application. No, how does that machine feel? Yeah, it's the problem that I'm gonna go to talk about today. The truth is the AI requirement revolution is here. And it's not as simple as it seems. Today we are going to open up the machine and see how it really works. My name is Mehdi Bahramzadegan. I'm a student at Trinity Western University. We had a very nice professor with lots of knowledge that we gained, and I want to talk about that knowledge in a new idea. I'm gonna go to talk about it. My central argument today is while AI and psychometric tests promise a revolution in hiring efficiency and objectively, they often introduce new dangerous form of bias, create a terrible candidate experience, and expose companies to serious legal risks. The companies that will win the war for talent are those who learn to use this technology as a tool, not a tyrant. I'm gonna go to explain more about this issue. Yeah. Why we are tempted by machine? We should know about the root of everything first of all. So why is this so tempting? Let's be honest, the benefits are huge. When you are using them, you are gaining lots of benefits. First of all is efficiency. The second one is volumes. The third one is the science of fit. This type of the application tracking system can parse thousands of resumes in minutes. This directly tackles key metrics from our lecture, like time to fit, cost per hire. In other words, it's the volume. In world of online applicants, this is the only way to handle the flood of applicants to your system. And the third one that I want to talk is the science. I like that one very much. The science of fit. Psychometric tests and games promise to go beyond the resume to find candidates who not only can do the job but will thrive in it. its ultimate traditional systematic approach on aesthetics define the ideal candidate with data. It's sold as a win-win, but here's where the story gets complicated. It is the heart of problem. The heart of problem is here. AI doesn't invent bias, it learns it from us. These systems are trained on a company's on historical hiring data, so if your company has historically unconsciously preferred men for tech role or graduate from Ivy League school, the AI learn that patterns. You know what I mean? When the company has data that has a specific matters, it will decide based off that type of the data. It learns that a captain of the men's rugby team is better signal that a captain of women debate team. Do you know what I mean? After a while, based off the data, they decide that which one is better. It starts penalizing resume with gaps for children or names that sound ethnic. This isn't science fiction. It's happening right now. This is a digital automating version of systematic discrimination. Exactly what our BC Human Rights Code and Employment Equity Act are meant to prevent. The machine isn't being racist. It's being rashly efficient at finding what it think is ideal candidate based on a biased past, based off the past data that they have in their database. Now I'm gonna go to talk about the human cost when you are using this type of tracking system. Let's talk about the human on the other side of the screen, the candidate. Remember the metric candidates experience from our lecture. This is where it goes to die. Being rejected by a machine is dehumanizing. You get a generic instant thank but no thanks mail. There is no feedback, no human connection. You feel like you never had a chance to get your dream job. This absolutely destroys your employer brand. The brilliant candidate who got the 8-second rejection, they'll never apply again. And you lose lots of talent. And they'll tell their friend to avoid your company. This completely contradicts the prosocial approach we learn about, which sees hiring as a process of exchange and negotiation. You can't negotiate with a black box. It's so important because you don't have connection with a real human, and after a while you lose all talent, and they have impact on the friend as well. The second one that is my concern is the legal nightmare. the black box problem. The black box refer to tracking systems that are using AI. This is where it gets really dangerous for the company. Many of these AI systems are black boxes. If a candidate alleges discrimination and say, "Why did you reject me?" the company might have to say, "We don't know. The algorithm said so." How do you explain that in the court? How do you fulfill your duty to accommodate someone with a disability if you can't adjust the processes you don't understand? This creates massive legal vulnerability. It's modern version of high cost of dismissal after wrongful hire that was mentioned in our lecture, that you talk about it in our lecture. You could be facing lawsuits, massive fine, and irreparable reputational damage. So it's so important when you are using this system, you should consider to this issue as well. A real world example that I found on our internet is a tech company that were using develop an AI to screen resume. It was trained on resume submitted over a 3 years period. What was the problem? Most of those resumes came from men, reflecting the industry's existing gender gap. The AI learned that being a man was a proxy of being a good tech candidate. It started automatically downgrading resumes that contained a word like women's, as in women's chess club, women's college. It was systematically filtering out qualified female application because it trained based on past data that detect men are better women. The company caught it, but it shows how easily bias gets baked in. This isn't hypothetical risk, it's an operational reality. So what is the solution to that? Maybe using a hybrid human-centric model. So do we throw the tech out? Absolutely not. That would be like refusing to use a car because sometimes they crash. The solution is become a better driver. We need a hybrid human-centric model. And we should use 3 steps to solve the problem. Audit. Don't assume. Proactively and continuously test your AI tools for bias. Before you buy, ask the vendor, how do you ensure your tools doesn't create adverse impact? This is proactive compliance. The second one is screening. Don't just screen out. Use AI to find hidden gems and wither more diverse pools of talent, not just aggressively narrow the field. Fight the bias by looking for potential, not just pedigree. Use tech as tool, not a judge. The AI score should be one data point, not the final decision. Use to shortlist candidate and then bring the irreplaceable human element. The structured interview. As our lecture highlighted, a structured interview have proven higher validity. Use them to assess the nouns, the contents, the story behind of the resume. It's very important. So right now I wanna summarize this presentation and finish it. So to bring it all home, is the AI hiring machine a savior or a saboteur? The answer is it's power tool that can easily become a saboteur if used without a wisdom. So first of all, AI in hiring is not inherently objective. It mirrors our own biases, creating a real risk of systematic discrimination. The second one, the human cost, a poor candidate experience, and the legal black box are too significant to ignore. And the third one, the winning strategy is balance. Use technology for what it's good at, efficiency and data, and human for what we are good at, judgment, empathy, and making the final nuanced decision. So the goal is not find the perfect algorithm. The goal is to find the right person. And that will always be a human individual aided by smart tools. Thank you so much for listen to me. Thank you for everything that we learned during the human resource course. Have a good day.